Pierce into it, although you never ever see that because it's bad. I think he can do. I don't know if close medium kick links into Super 2 is possible. It might push out too far. Koshun is an extremely good Chun-Li player. Be afraid. Koshun is like a Chun that's notably really good, even in a game where Chun-Li's all look the same. Like, you can spot. Koshun is so good that he, like, stands out. There's a standout Chun. Ooh. That walk forward lightning legs is kind of good. Lightning legs is really hard to do in this game. It's 5 of the same kick button. This should kill? Not quite. Oh! Suddenly burned the super and then died. That super was absolutely worth burning. He had an extremely good chance of winning. Wall jump's like a legacy move in this game. I think it's only Chun-Li with it. And she only has it because she had it before. Chun-Li has a lot of stuff that could be called archaic, such as the lightning legs input. Nice. Oh no. Oh no. It's Super 2. That's like the right choice. It's hard though. Oro has a touch of death with Super 2 mid-screen and a touch of death with Super 3 in the corner. So, it's pick your poison. I shouldn't even say mid-screen. It's like if you're cornered, you have a touch of death. Super 3 is more useful in general, I would say. Ugh. Oro loses horribly in footsies. It's not blockable there. Oro can't jump over Chan in the corner. That should have been meaty super. And Chun-Li might have been able to super through that. Good. Super. Hard stomp. No, jump medium kick. His super timing was excellent. Chun-Li had a very tiny window to get out of that. And this is unblockable. He did it really badly. He's not doing the right setup. There we go. That was it. That was the right setup. That wasn't the right setup either. Damn, I'm reading the chat, like, for the chat replay of this archive, and there's a guy talking about how it can't be bad because Oro has an unblockable. Shut up. Shut up, guy. That's a hard matchup. That's like a 7-3 or an 8-2. Someone else said that's easy to pair out of. No, it's not. It is actually very hard to pair out of. This is RX. That was some nice charging. When you eat one anti-air fireball and lose half your health. There it is. That was a pretty short combo. That mirror placement is literally perfect. Oh my god, RX is so good. I go to work in an hour and a half. Damn, look at this shit. This is like making me mad. Peek of this chat. I should have put some enters, so it's easier to read. I'm mad at that guy. Man is dumb. Look at this matchup. Alex. Yun is actually... I always thought Yun was kind of bad. It's definitely not as bad as John. No one would say it's as bad as John. But Kuroda famously listed the Oro Yun matchup as 5-5, which sounds very wacky. Classically, it's listed as a 7-3, which is what I thought it was for years. Now I think it's probably a 6-4. I think Yun beats Oro a bit. My phone's alarm is going off. The way, it's not just that he said that. Kuroda like makes it look true as well. Kuroda setups work on Oro. I mean on Yun. That's kind of a big deal. Oh shit, this is Genki, huh? Also, we just missed that entire thing. Those teams are done. Ooh. That's nice. Got a good pickup there. Oh shit.
もうこれあれっすね、なんか電車の中に入ってきた時と同じくらいの緊張感がありますね、今この会場の中に。電車の中に来たみたいな。パワー系が走り回ってます。一歩スクエア。これどうやらなんか酒を抜こうとしてるみたいですね、西丸さん。あ、酒を抜こうとしてるんですか。逆に回るんじゃないですかね。そうですね。誰かちょっとテキーラを10本くらい。はい。
This is indeed that same Ryu. 国威。
でもこれ熱いですね。ミモラ対国威。いやこれは面白い。これ面白いですよ。誠攻略全員一の国威対。はい。対するは何かが全員一なミモラ。何かが大きすぎる全員一ミモラが。あれがね。すかして大パン EX チェストから置き攻め。
Damn, this guy's raising hell in the chat. I'm gonna ignore the chat. Show me that big beefy super 2 damage. Carthro. Reese Carthro is good in this game. It's one of the better ones.
という間もなく一瞬で終わりました。一瞬で。まだそうですね。ただミモラの請求戦もありますからね。ミモラ多分ね今ラウンド
Towards Fierce. That was probably a mistake. That's not a button you hit. Oh! Oh! Oh, he missed it. If you do hard Tatsu, the frame you land, it will juggle. It's a really easy way to time it. You can also do like dash in hard DP. You can do like jump air normal. There's like a lot of follow-ups there. Hard Tatsu is the max damage. The short low jab, he didn't super. So, show me that big dick super. Show it to me, dude. Oh no, he's dead. Nice confirm. That's one frame link, but pianoing makes it really easy. Ooh. When you use your parry to get a setup for another parry, that's high level third strike, that's how you know. Perfect mirror placement again. Makoto does not have a whole lot to do about that mirror. Not a whole lot to do in the corner at all. Her only option was to jump out of it, and you could see that RX was trying to cover her trying to jump out. But he ended up incidentally getting some damage against her. Oh, that dash in, fade away, crutch like kick tackle super. That's pretty clean. Oh. This hurts, but he won't die.
イパンで寝かせて、タッチジャンプの空対空の落とし方がうまい三村。これはうまい。
Woo! That anti-air. Clean.
もうド安定のジャンプ大パン選手。最初徹底したな三村。そこで吹き上げとはうまかったですね三村。さすがですね。しかもあれ EX と柵になってますよね。そうですね EX だったらあれですね、後ろ行く生の吹き上げってね結構当たんないイメージもあるんですけど、すごかったですね。さすが三村。
Oh, that was RX's whole team losing. I thought he still had another man. Thought Koshin was there.
2番筐体お願いします。2番筐体お願いします。
There we go.
これは沖縄の白黒チュンリー対ガストリーはどなたでしょう。これはガストリーはどうですかね。でも1ラウンドお互い取ってて、あ今のうまかったも確認がカニアガドシール殺しに来るカニパンから、あ今のもこのダットリかなりできますね。これ猫村さんですかね。猫村さんです。はい。現最強候補の一人白黒。さすがの中盤確認。飛んでいる。いやーいい試合でした。やり込んでますね。続いて出てきたのはキラキ。これが噂のキラキですか。これが噂の最近頑張ってる選手がキラキです。中堅戦白黒が中堅で出てくる、はい、大将固定だと思ってたんですけど意外に出てきますね。そうですね。パワーボールが現れましたが帰ってきました。パワーボール何か奪っていきましたね。 PG パワーボールが最近やり込んでいる。白黒はやり込んでますよ。地上戦もうまいですよしっかり。
Oh, nice parry, nice punish.
誰がキラキがマジですか。はい、あのマッチョさんを。いや相当すごいっすよ。相当やり込んでますキラキも。モッペ。じりじりしたサードラッシュ。
Nice. Getting something from nothing in this game is real hard.
これ相当うまいっすね。しかも多分今のスピードも潰せる遅らせ中盤だったっぽいですね。来なかったとしても遅らせ中盤が刺さるという。そうですね最速だけ暴れ以外には勝てるだろうっていう、あれにグラップまで仕込んでたら神なんですけど。
Woo! Anti-air throw.
投げに勝利投げてグラップ。ここはじりじりしてるが
That really combo? Wow. Man's ready for anything. Far roundhouse into super is such a weird, like, confirm. It might be crouching opponents only. Oh, what a bad punish. He actually had the kill there. Blocked the EX spinning bird, low forward super. He had a guaranteed win. That hurts. ペースは白黒になったか。これうまいっすね。めくりをしっかりブロって、さあサードの闇が出たがなぜかむちゃくちゃなことになった。おかしいようになってますよ。そうですね。これがねいやらしいんですよ。歩き投げが移動投げじゃなくて。そうなんですよね。移動投げ Uh-oh.
いやキラキ千載一遇のチャンスありましたが、キラキ惜しかったっすね。だいぶ惜しかったですね。これは大将ですか。大将ですね。大将取り出す一人。これはやってきそうな面構えしてますね。やる気満々なやる気ですね。これは面構えしてますね。これやってきそうです。キャラ的にも合ってますからね。そうですね。やれるキャラですね。やれるキャラですね。だからね白黒はね寒いんですよ本当。付き合わない。時野さんみたいに寒いですから。
Oh my god, that spinning bird, what the fuck?
確かに常夏のはずなのにアイスエイジですからね。さあきついこれは。ゲージがまだ足りないな そうですね。ジャンプ大パンが素ぐらいすればみたいなところですね。
He had to confirm off the low short, but he used the low short to set up towards Renhouse.
さあね、早いね、打つのが。
Light normals are really good to do one light normal and then fucking
ドローでしたけどね、確かに。
use that to cover the startup with something.
待ってしゃがみ、ハリパン。
That being said, attacks don't have that much like frame advantage in this game,
やりますね、あれ。
so people still might do reversal buttons.
そうですね。
It won't actually cover you. It's just that people, if you did like a block string, you'd like beat their reversal buttons, so they might respect it. Not a super prominent strategy in this game. There's also the possibility that people might start mashing parry.
ゲージがある。
無駄なダメージは食らわない。
いやー、うますぎる。前中継の後の航空をフォローしつつ、ショートもしっかりフォロー。
ゲージ潰すという。
Went for the red parry and dropped it. The parry timing there is a 50-50 with DP. If you parry the DP timing, you'll be unable to parry the short swing blow. If you parry the short swing blow timing, you'll be unable to parry the DP.
これはうまい、確認。
Ooh.
まだ相手もゲージない。そうですね。それでもガンガンいけるのが準備。通常技と移動投げの2択が
このままですね。
そうですね。で、気づけばゲージが溜まる。
第一が強すぎる。
そうですね。あー、投げも強い。あー、ショート、シャガグラで。苦しい。苦しい。
Chun-Li's scummy, but I still don't hate her.
さあ、無理やりこじ開けた。
She slows the matchup down to a crawl, though. I can't believe that didn't kill. Like any matchup down to a crawl.
いやー、ワンチャンありましたね、今。
ちょっと匂いましたが、
だいぶ匂いましたね、今のは。モクロが
勝利で踏みとどまりました。
おごられくんが
さあ、小倉君入りました。カメラお願いします。さあ、宗像さん。
宗像さん、
宗像さん。宗像さんいらっしゃいますか。
宗像さん、ようやく現れました。
どうぞ、こちらにどうぞ。宗像さんいらっしゃいませ。おごられ君、注文者、RKS さんですね、これ。ジンジャーエールが入ってます。ありがとうございます。ちょっとたびたび呼んでもらったみたいですみません。メッセージも入ってます。はい。EX
小足から投げていく。
I can't see the... Oh.
後ろに投げて、白黒画面端を取る。ゲンキック。
から抜けれるか。
中足100周で折り返す。中足。中足が刺さっている。
Take the car throw.
投げが入って画面端。
Reversal Tatsu. MLG plays.
パッケー。
もうこれ圏内ですね。
お互い圏内。おっと、
ここは、
これ今怪しかったですね。ガードされるかもしれない。お、竜巻だ。
ここからどうする。
昇竜拳とスピニングバー投げて投げグラップした残空が置いてある。
これはでかいですね。
で
今、
かいですね。
昇竜拳とスピバの無敵で、
富永さんどうですか、これ今こんな感じですけど。
これまあ、試合の流れ的には、
はい、流れ的には
俺は嵐さんありますよ。
嵐さんあります。ちょ
はい。ちょっと困ってる感じですね、
っとそうですね、苦しそうな。合気戦はですね、やっぱチェンリー結構火力すごい高いんですけど、なかなか中足が当たらない組み合わせなので。
はい。これ上から結構いく感じなんですかね、ゴーフ
そう、それから一振りで空中に受けるんで、
なるほど、
ヒット時にも難しくて、中足も当たんないですよね、結構。おーっと、出たい熱波。
That was, I think that was medium Tatsu to hard DP, or maybe medium DP. That was a very good parry and a very good punish.
マジか。
マジか。いや、もうすごいですね。削り、ワンブロー。
It's not enough, though.
効力、ほぼ勝ち勝ったと思わせて、
あれしかないですもんね。
あれしかないですからね。
That was like his only punish there, too. You can't just keep on parrying the super because Akuma will recover first. He had to become Fireball invincible.
それで
So he had to get like one parry and then
トガリ
super.
マスターズは
はいトガリマスターズは新太君
新太
が
君のキャラなんでいくんですかねユン
もしくはでも新太君できなくない新太君
おゲームセンターの後ろに衝突巻き
My alarm again.
この組み合わせ
I have 2 alarms
やったらユン
この
が
組み合わせも
for safety.
溶けていく感
溶け
じで
る系ですね
そして前衛陣でも
おっとこっち中足衝突巻き大勝利
これだけで痛い人もね結構
そうですね、現役陣がですね、なかなか合気には機能しづらいというか、減るんですけど、
はい
残空とかでですね、かなり寄りにくい。
さあここはちょっと
おっと、これ
Pretty good activate combo.
乾燥する
This is
と、
probably gonna kill.
減る、
減ります
切断、
Yep.
高い、
減る
It took a good yun to be able to kill off of that connect.
あるんで
はい
どのようにゲージを運用していくかというところですね。
からまだわかりませんよ
うわ
マジかうまい
これはうまいですね。
しっかり竜巻の
中盤、大
光
パンで4割減らしてリーフから、
うまいダブルアップ成功
ゲージがたまる。
One time I woke up in college, I got like 3 hours sleep one time, and then woke up to my alarm, and then like turned my alarm off, and then went back to sleep, and woke up hours later with no recollection of doing that, and I missed a class.
うわバックステに決められ
I make bad decisions when tired, and ever since then I've always set 2 alarms. There is a dip switch that gives you every single super, and
マリーズ・シンタが
if you have every single super, then most of the supers are on down forward, down forward, down back, down back.
さあでもちょっとあれ
悠
ですけど
々ですね、これ。
新太君がしっかりなめろうを倒して
はい
二人がかりで
2人がかりでいきなりいけるのか。
多分相当行きたいはずなんですけどでもしんちゃんも最近
There are a lot of really wacky dip switches.
そうですよね。そうなんです。
There's one that raises the juggle potential to
ファーストアタックジャンプ台
12, and one that lowers it to 4.
黒い方が新
There's one that adds air blocking.
方がなめろう
There's one that removes jumping. You can turn off jumping.
おーっと
You want to have a nice, clean Street Fighter match where no one jumps.
リードしてるのはシンタ。
There's one where you can chain all your normals together.
ゲージが
溜まってたけど
There's one that removes parrying.
投げゲージアップライグッシュからライグッシュ旋風脚前方転身決断高いでしょう体力追いついて中盤でしょうおっと鉄腕とゲージ
I forget the really strange ones.
ライグッシュ弱弱中から鉄腕とモンキーフリップ
Well, I guess I remember the really strange ones, but there's a lot.
1ラウンド取りましたね
打てたところをしっかり諦めないで
ガイオ鉄腕号
開幕これでゲージがすげえ溜まる
す
から
っげえ溜まりますねこれ画面端大パン
大パンも減ります
シンタも追いかけていく
Alex God tier. Maybe.
ライグッシュ
Probably make Remy God tier.
鉄腕号から現役中盤高い旋風高い
Even with perfect parrying, it takes forever to get in on a Remy if you can't jump.
これなめろう勝利
強い
強いですねこれ
But not being able to jump out of Alex grabs would be kind of good.
メイドホルのなんか
It's not like Alex's anti-air is that bad. It's actually kind of good in this game.
はい本当にありそう
本当にある
なんかき
大将
来た西川
変わりマスターズ西川となめろうのユンヤン
You can change the length of your super bars and shit too, if I recall.
いいキャラ差っていうかキャラ差がない
You can make it, you can choose how short your super bars are and how many you can stock. So you can give yourself like short supers
やるときは
and 3 of them,
超強いんですけどね
or long supers and 3 of them if you want a lot of EX to hold.
ヤンはユンの機動力5分なんで追いつける数少ないキャラなので
そうですよねこれ強行してますね
強行してますねこれ
Online edition added a dip switch where you can,
残る2人破れるのか
削り出すことが
and I kind of want to look at really briefly at these.
こ
Number of super meters up to 9. Player 1 and 2 health. Turn off blocking and parry. Turn off jumping infinite meter. That's not all of them. Here we go. You can turn off all parrying. You can turn off only anti-air parries or only air parries. Red parry. You can turn off blocking. I don't know what the fuck absolute guard is. You can turn off chip damage. You can make it no chip, specials only chip, and all chip. You can turn off KO from chip. You can turn off dashing. You can turn off super jumping by itself or all jumping. You can turn off quick stand. You can turn off throws. You can turn off tech hits. You can turn off universal overhead. Turn off taunts after KO. You can turn off taunts by themselves. You can turn off supers. You can turn off special moves. Target combos. Special super cancels. Super jump cancels. Air recovery. I'm guessing that's like normal resets. You can turn on chain combos. Cancel all normals to special super jump dash. Cancel all specials to specials. That's a funny one. Being able to cancel specials to specials. A lot of infinites are in that. Use all super arts. Cancel super art to super art with normal meter gain. That's the one that was added for OE. You can change the amount of timing for a parry or a red parry. You can change the distance for block, like proximity guard. You can change the universal overhead scheme to be second impact style. You can change the amount of meter used for any X move. Air combo difficulty, I remember that one. That's the one that makes it so you have more or less time to get air combos. It's really fun to fuck with that shit, to be honest. Like, what's left if you turn absolutely everything off? Can't jump, can't parry, can't block, can't do special moves, can't do supers. Ugh, who does reversal command grab? There is no super armor, I think, at all in this game. There's also no white health. You see that fucking Yun EX upkick not hit? And KOF armor is called auto guard, but it's just armor. You don't take any white damage or anything when it activates either. What up, S-Red? How you doing? We're checking out a recent third strike tournament. Oh, I need to disappear before too long, because I got work at 9:30 and it's 8:24. Bad confirm. Oh my god. He was given a second chance at life, but he did an uppercut instead of a super. Ah, there it is. I've always called that auto guard. Third Strike does not have that. Street Fighter 4 and 5 both do. If you can turn it on, that's pretty busted in Third Strike, because that makes red parries riskless to attempt. I thought Absolute Guard was when you block low and high at the same time, which no Street Fighter has, I think. But what's it called? What's that game? Red Earth had it. Absolute Guard. Ricky Mara making some scary faces. The throw whiffed. I'm kind of surprised that didn't get thrown. Chun-Li Super might be throw invincible. I didn't think it was, though. But that seemed to imply that it was. Tricky cross-up. Are some new costumes just revealed? Chun-Li Super is definitely invincible to projectiles. But I've seen it get hit. It can get hit and start up. I thought it could get thrown at start up too. So I'm kind of surprised that played out the way it did. 30th anniversary costumes. 30th anniversary, they should be announcing Street Fighter 5 Super. SBA Harrison. That's a pretty lit Bison. That Ibuki's pretty nice. Is that fucking Guile? He looks great. Yo, that Kareen though. Oh my god, these are nice. Very good costumes. If there's one thing that they can do pretty well, it's make costumes. You can't even buy those costumes with Fight Money, can you? Or maybe you can. I'm pretty sure that there's something that you can't buy with Fight Money. It might be stages, it might be costumes, but it's one of them. SF5, Super SF5 has not been confirmed yet. It's just, it would just be smart for Capcom to make it. But there's no indication that they're currently making it. Sony probably pulled the plug. Sony was just like, wow, the Street Fighter 5 thing didn't do nearly as good as we wanted. Ricky, chill. Sony was just like, we'll only fund you to make more costumes now because those are actually paying for themselves. The only salvaging Street Fighter 5. These are all the things that need to happen in order for Street Fighter 5 to be salvaged. 1. Super Street Fighter 5 needs to be released. 2. It needs to be free. 3. It needs to actually fix everything. And 4. Several years need to pass. That is what will restore people to a good opinion on Street Fighter 5. That was step 3. It needs to fix everything.
ですね、ボディの距離まで。はい。
近づけないですね。さっきのボディのところでワンチャンフォーク出てれば。
言われてるんですか、不臭不臭っていうのはこっちまで聞こえてくるんですけどね。
向こう側から
向こう側から
力みの音が。
お、リープ中足スピニングバード。
うまい。繰り返してって遅らせカニになってる。
おっと両手ぶらりから。
さあゲージがなくなったり筋に対してここは圧をかけていきたい。ワンチャンダウン取れればどうなる。逃げられる。
That's like the only thing that's perfect. The game is easy to learn and the characters are well balanced. That's actually something that's pretty good.
力丸選手戦いながらシーって言っててやられてますからね。
Crush counters are generally good. I don't think they're horrendous. There's only a few crush counters that really feel bad.
やられんじゃないですかこれ。
Yuri and Stain Fierce, Balrog, Steinman House are the two I can think of immediately. I don't agree with Cancer at all.
全然これだったり殺せるゲージですからねこれも。
ここから分かりませんよ。
The only crush counters that are really bad are the ones where the risk reward is wrong.
すごい速い膝でしたね。
I feel like it's okay to have crush counters in neutral. They just need to be things like Ed, Stand Fierce, Colleen, back roundhouse. You need crush counters like those.
そういうことをシャブロンニュートラル
Balrog, Stand Fierce. Or like crush counters where you only get like one additional little tap.
おーダンス跳ねる。
この軽やかなステップですよ、力丸選手の。見てください、このステップを。
全く酔いを感じさせま
この
せんね、
ステージ
この動き。、
オンステージですよ、これ。
力丸オンステージ。
はい。
さあそして B さんを
B
吐き
さんを
直して、
履いて、
はい、あ
いや、ちょっとチームメイトのこと思い出す。財布。はい。
熱い。いい顔してますね。
はい。
Crush counter punishes on DPs actually don't do that much more damage than like regular ass punishes.
来てるのかな。
They're just better because they do more damage, but they also build V meter, which is the main reason you want to do them.
あでもなんかそこに大量の
Well, the main reason you want to do them is just because there's no downside.
見えるんで、でもまあちょっと
まあまだね、これからって感じで。
大変さんそこってあれですか。なんか
The idea of a crush counter is really solid.
おごられくん入りますか。あ、じゃあおごられくん入るんでこっちじゃない。あ、はい、注文したひとちわさんからいただきま
とち
した。
わさん、ありがとうございます。とちわさん。
アイテムみんなで食べてね、唐揚げ。
Things that are hard to use in neutral,
ありがとうございます。で、
things that are hard to counter hit with, make them super rewarding if you counter hit with them.
ベガオさんいらっしゃいましたら。
And it also creates a scenario where you need to learn more combos, which I think it was a weakness of older Street Fighter.
試合中、失礼しました。
That's just basically, in previous Street Fighters, there was basically one combo avenue, and then every single combo you did was a variation of that avenue.
こっちやる。
よもださん。
あ、でも
In Street Fighter 5, there's a bunch of different scenarios,
なるほど、わかりました。戻します。はい。試合中でした。はい。
試合やったから。
and they'll often have completely different combo avenues in your other combos. Some characters have just crush counter normal, then regular ass combo, like Nikeli Stamina House.
に入っております。おごられくん
But then other characters do completely different things with their crush counter compared to their regular combo.
いただいてます。あ、本当？あ、ベガオさんいるかな？ベガオさん。あ、ベガオさんいた。おごられくん入っております。あ、こちらでどうぞ。ひとちわさんから
No, I'm watching this. I don't care about your bar fights, which I'm pretty sure is what that link is.
5人前ということで、これがベガオさんに入りました。
I agree with this. I agree with the Dr. S.
松田さんやスタッフの
I think it's entirely based around. The only reason people disagree with it is because things like Ibuki towards Roundhouse and Balrog stand Roundhouse are like too good. They need to be like Jury, dude. Jury's the only character. She's not the only one, but she's like the obvious one. The thing about crush counters in neutral is like you can make it rewarding, but there needs to be some significant weakness of the crush counter normal. Like if you look at Gal towards Fierce, that's a pretty good example. As that leads to a full combo. And it's not even bad, it's like off of a good normal. But the thing is, it's got like kind of a long whiff animation, and also it's fully duckable.
おごられくん入っております。よもださん
So you can't just be a dumbass. You can't just mash towards Fierce's Guile. You'll get killed.
よだったり、よもださん。
さあ
さあ、
世界
If the button is unsafe, that works. If the button is like duckable, that works. Like if the button is, I forget. That was like a third condition I had on my mind. Just something to make it not good, not just ubiquitous normal. Not just like a normal that does everything. Urian Stain Fierce is really bad in my opinion, in terms of risk reward. There's literally no reason that you can get Crutch Fierce there. If Urian got like Stain Fierce, Dash In, Stand Strong, low strong, tackle, if it was like +6, I feel like that would be okay. Urian would still be a pretty solid character. And that would be like cooler to do. That would be a tighter combo. Because you'd have like that charge stuff. You'd have dash in into charge. That would be kind of fun. And like you don't even use that combo that much for like, you know, your actual crush counter punishes on like DPs. Because you do like charge Stain Fierce instead. Well, you can use either one. It depends on your needs. But Charge Stain Fierce is usually really good. So that's kind of where the uncharged Stain Fierce is like as good. It says Lucifer, but guy said Piero. And he's using the Piero color. And it's on a team with 2 other extremely good players, so it could be Piero. I still think that's true. I think people do complain about characters a lot. When people are complaining about Season 2, I think they're not generally complaining about Season 2. I think they're talking about the current characters in top tier. A lot of people are like Season 2 is worse than Season 1, but what really changed? White health. And who the top tier are. That was a weird punish for a flash kick. Rog is almost a different character in 5 than 4. I like what they did with Rog a lot, but there are certain things about Rog that I hate. One of the things I hate about Street Fighter V Rog is that he's very, like, split-second reaction based. It's very hard to react to the difference between KKB overhead and KKB whiff into low short. Very, very difficult to react between those two. Which also makes it almost impossible to react if it's laggy. Or, you know, impossible to react. It's not as bad, but KKB, like dash punch KKB throw or something in footsies, I don't like that much either. I like him being good in neutral, but I feel like he's good in neutral in the wrong ways in Street Fighter V. I like the idea of him having some buttons that are kind of hard to beat but not super rewarding. But instead he has buttons that are like, they are super rewarding. And his normals aren't dramatically further than anything else. It's more an issue of his frame advantage than anything. That's true. I generally don't mind Rog, but I guess I would say that Rog is one of the characters I dislike more in SF5. But I think a lot of him, like about 90% of his character design, I think is extremely smart. I think is actually really cool. I like his TCs a lot. I like that way that works. I like the way his KKB juggles work, although I think it's kind of powerful in terms of just damage. I like the way he uses 1 bar, 2 bars, and 3 bars. I like his one non-charge move. I like screw smash. I like dash straight and dash low. I like most of his combos. More links. That's something I almost never see anyone suggest that, but I almost kind of agree. What if we added back light to medium links, but we made light scale as like 3 hits? I think they shouldn't do that, but that's something that's worth like playing around with a little bit. I didn't like Brady's links that much, and then they made Stan House into Stand Strong, and now I like it. I think he needed that. Once he got that, I was like, yes, I agree with this. I like his light to medium with the stand light kick and the down strong. That feels about right. I like that he has that. I want more counter hit combos. I like when something has a combo on counter hit only. Like, not necessarily crush counter, of course. That's why it's good. It's because it's so conditional. He always had Stamina House low strong. I didn't like that one. It was very picky. I hated how picky it was. Like, you couldn't do jump roundhouse, Stamina House low strong would whiff. So you had to do like jump roundhouse, micro walk, Stamina House low strong, and that was really hard to do. Stuff like that. But now he has Stamina House stand strong. His combos are nice and consistent. And counter hit roundhouse, dash in, stand strong. I like that one too. I wish Ed would get the treatment that Birdie got. I think changing the size of a hitbox is actually one of the easiest changes they can make. The only problem is that they need to draw new animations ever, which is one of the hardest changes they can make. That being said, they clearly still have people who can make new animations since they made some new animations last patch, even if they weren't good. I'm pretty sure stand light kick to stand medium punch would break Brady in 1 second. I love that whiffing to get close. Send light kick, stand strong, repeat. Trade combo.
これは我慢した。
これね、すごくいいゲージの
状況。チュンリー側としては、まあ最終ラウンドこのぐらいは
ゲージを一回消せればでかい。
これですね。
これをしとけばうわ半分。
さあ、ここからまだワンチ
これ
ャン
があるのか。
抜けた。
Alex's jump grab is basically the best possible salvage he could have gotten from his DDT. It's better in almost every way. The fact that it's slower is a little bit worse, but it's made better by the fact that it's basically a mix-up with his stomp. It's very difficult to discern which one's which, so you have to use things that work against both of them.
しっかりここはしょがり。あ、タマコンちゃん。
じゃあタマコンちゃん。
And then it's also not duckable, and it's also a lot harder to counter hit.
タマコンちゃん。あ、まあなんか今挨拶してるからね。
めっちゃ下手な。いや、あんなコンボ決められて、これちょっとね、ちょっとタマコンさん仕事ですよ。タマコンさん。
The thing is, there's a lot of ways to fix Street Fighter 5.
辛いね。あんな下手が辛いね。
That's why everyone has so many different ideas. Because almost every one of these would work to some degree to make the game better.
いただいてるのはポニャツさん。ポニャツさんからポニャ、あ、ポニャ。
But yes, it is bare bones.
あ、神保町チーム。そうだそうだ。
Not to say it isn't.
でも端っこのボタンしか押さないのは健在ですね。
うわ、うまっ。うわ、入っちゃった。
なんだこれ。
これね、自分のこの殺気を消したカニパンがやばいんですよ。いきなり殺気がないんですよ。
どこカニなんすかみたいな。
そう。
It'd be kind of cool if they had like a fan balance edition like Ultra was, where it's just like, hey, what's the worst thing about your character?
すごい。
But I think they shouldn't do that because they need to have all the balance changes reflect each other right now.
すごいですね。
With Ultra, everyone was happy with the big picture. With this game, no one's happy with the big picture.
でもこれ自分さんの
So, like for example, if they did individual balance changes, it would be basically like if they did fan balance changes, it would be impossible to make everyone net stronger by the same amount.
ここは前からの反対に回ってたけどこれは漏れてしまった。
But that's something they might need to do in Street Fighter 5, is make every single character stronger.
おっとここは命拾いしたぞ。
命をして。
まだチャンス継続中。チャンス継続中だ。
カニがすごい。おー。
Nice parry.
これは黙る。
これは
これは黙るわ。これは黙るね。
これはすごい試合でしたね。
いやー、堀君、
オリュウ君3立て。
三立てでしたね。だからこれでこっち勝ち上がってきて、こっちの
凄まじい試合。
今のはい
今から
初狩ります。
おお、当日島さん予選落ち、国威甲春 RX 対もう二度と喋りません。メスター森 B 比嘉さん。
これ移しましょうか。じゃあ
すごいですよ、これもう闘撃の歴史を作ってきた男たちの戦いです。
森 B 対甲春。
なんか間違
Mori,
あ、SA 間違えた。
Master.
SA 間違えま
I
した。
played Master.
この甲春の懐かしい見てください。この闘撃の DVD 見たことある人はこの甲春さんね。
はい。
これ甲春さん。
あの頃と全く変わってないです。
全く変わってないですよこれ。
甲春さん年
全く
取らないですか。
年取ってない。
Crouching to take more damage.
水着ですよ。
That Kensei Renos does a shit ton of damage on Crouching Chan. Holy shit.
この間クーペ杖ついて見に行ったんで、多分結構なレベルかもしれないですね。
Kensei Renos is pretty strong.
見た目は変わってない。
Chun-Li doesn't have that much health. Stammer House, like Crouching, adds a lot of damage.
さあ始まりましたこれ。
Just kind of surprised me though.
ワンピーラーが甲春さんのチームで、ツーピーが森 B さんの。
Why'd they do that? He picked the wrong super. Ken Renhouse is a generally good normal that has basically no niche in this game. The main thing it does is attack from a range where Ken can otherwise only attack with lows. Ken's lows are further than his mids. So it's a good little mix-up for people looking for a low parry on the low forward. Hit them with a Stam Renhouse. That's like the main thing.
使っててもですね、画面端はやばいと。
おお、しっ
左足
かりこの地上戦。
後ろ投げ。裏。
Meaty ass hit.
ちょっと出なかったか。でも
しばし削ってきます。削ってきます。使いたくないですよまだ。
そうなんだ。
使いたくない。
使いたくないんだ。
一応でもここで使ってきます。
からの
これ回収モード。
おー逆になってるよ。
七色の
Koshin is a damn good Chun.
今の表裏分かんなかったですね。
分かんなかったですね。
モリビーの昇竜拳が今手を引くかなと思ったけど逆だった。
めちゃめちゃ溜まってますからね、ゲージ。
うわ、ふみふみ。
おーっと膝を打ち込んでいく森ビー。かかとから。
Do you get it? You have very little time to confirm that on Chun-Li. She only gets hit once instead of twice.
見てますね。
おー守りも硬い。
Nice combo.
これはすごい。あれいいな。俺も
Koshin is like probably the best member of this team, sadly. But I want to see Kokui and RX play.
からの
They're the interesting players.
コアコパ下がり一文字。
今のはどうなんでしょう。確定してるんですかね。
確定します、確定します。
発見お疲れに、
は
うまいな。
うまい。男子。
I don't know why they removed trades.
これはわかんな
They
い。
should probably bring them back.
あ、うまい。
Oh, he got 3 stomps.
おコパコアコア。
これで画面端一気に森 B がゲージないけどモンジがうまい。
さあでもこっちでゲージが
ただゲ
かわいそう。
ージがあるのでわからない。出し
さあ圏内入った。
使ってくる。
That was pretty risky, that sweep.
大々から
Chun-Li had a super stocked, and also she was low parrying like a second prior. He saw the whiffed low parries and then fucking poked with a sweep.
なるほど。
Against the Chum with like a super meter.
抜けてる。
Danger, danger.
一発系だ。
Danger, danger.
こっち
This Chun-Li could fuck him in like one. Oh, that's it.
リープしっかり見てる。
見てましたね。しっかりと力持ってくるんですよ。
Master.
もう9秒でゲージですよ。リープ。小足高いがバカ
I played Master in a set.
やります。
We played 6 matches. I went 2-4.
ジャブラップ。
I beat Master twice.
起き上がり小足暴れからのヒット確認コアコア絶唱ですよ。
来ましたね
来。ましたね、メスターさん。
やっぱりその小足が暴れるにしても
そう
意志を持って
意志を持って、
小足を。
そう、意志ですよ、意志。
He said I was a strong aura.
勝ててこのせこいすかし小足科目。そう
ここはちょっとしていたますか。
中足でしょ。
マジか。
中足でしょ。七色の崩しか。メスターさんの体力が減ってない。強すぎて。
おーマジで絶唱。
I probably caught him off guard because most Americans are pretty fucking free in third strike.
すごい老解というか。
何やったんだろう今。
And I was only slightly free.
あ、削りっすね。あ、削り、あ、違う。来月中盤でしょが繋がったと思ったのかな。わかんないけど。
あーそういうことか。
いやー、すごい。
すごい。
I wonder if Gandhi actually plays.
ブラッククロスが来ました。
さあ時報戦同士を。
Ski.
小栗さんの新勝利。
I recognize that name.
SA に
Who was that?
うますぎでしょ。
さあここはしっかり画面端に持って
Wasn't that like... I remember him.
国井さんもゲージがたまればワンチャン
Oh my god, this is like this fucking old ass memory from me and like the Claude, his chat.
これはしのぐのか。さあ
扇風機が出てくる中。いやー、扇風機の圧がやばいっすね、俺。
ですね。今のゲージで体力残り体力からしてちょっと冒険して
What does Spurg on me mean?
ちょっとしのげればワンチャンなんかあるなってどっちだ正解がないですねもうね。
世界ないですよ。おっと。
I remember there was a Ken player named like Green Tea something
技が噛み合うぞ。いいバサ
おっと、現地の
who played at that tournament. He like made top 16. He might have actually made top 8.
国スペシャルを残しての
I think he made top 16.
スペシャル。スペシャル
He was like a pretty good player, this Ken.
戦いで
But
まず半分ですね。
I
これで
played him in casuals. I never played him in tournament, but I played him in casuals and won like a fuck ton of matches.
老解、老解。
全部当たる
うますぎるラインチュ。
全部当たる。ああこれは
お見事メスターさんさんだって。
いやーあまだバーグニーが
あですね。アレックさんがいました。
バーグニーがいる。
失礼しました。
最後の
バーグに。
鳥で。
これはすごい。
さっき予選でメタさんのチャコさんの
I still got 35 minutes before I need to be at work.
と大会一発勝負は怖いはずです。
これは 1P が
What does Spurg done mean?
先方のメスタイユン。
ここはもう後がないバーグに。
中盤ゲージされてくる。メスタイユンが一気にゲージ、9秒でゲージ。リップから前方転身。鉄山から選択角。前方転身。難しいコンボ狙っていく。
I don't even know what we're talking about.
中盤に繋いでいって、鉄山ゴー。
I've definitely played that guy before. I work at Home Depot. Now I have to watch my own video of me playing this guy. Yeah. This is ancient, dude. September 26, 2015. This is off camera, or probably it's misaligned. Yeah, nice and misaligned. I'm not gonna watch it on stream or anything. I mean, I got the Asperger's part. He's doing pretty well. I lost 3 in a row immediately, and then ended up winning 4-8 in this video. 4-9? 4-9. Losing 3 in a row and then winning 4-9. Oh no, I let it reset. Wait, no I didn't. What's my final score? Yeah, reset at some point or another, because here it says 1 versus 12. That's not pretty even. Here it's 12 versus 20, 25. I was winning a lot. I was winning like over 3/4 of them. I need to actually pull a disappearing act very soon. In the next couple minutes. I need to throw my smoke bomb on the ground and disappear. Boros close medium punch is only like -4. I don't think Ibuki can even punish it with a super. But even when it can be punished, Oro can just super jump cancel to make it safe. I just do that if anyone actually demonstrates the ability. I just don't bother to do it most of the time. But like if someone like, you know, actually tries to do a reversal super, I can just do a super jump backwards, and if they do reversal super, it then becomes unsafe. It's like meme tech that Oracle strong is punishable. Generally, it isn't. You can't even react to Oro super jumping away. Ibuki 3-3 is pretty good against Oro. It's probably not as good as Super 1, even at a high level. Top Oro NA and being cheeky with him. What does that mean? Like I was playing disrespectful? I never ever play disrespectful. But I always put in my all and try my best to win. The closest I get to playing disrespectful is sometimes not taking opportunities to kill because I want really wacky setups. But I didn't do that in any matchup where I'm losing at all.
森美ですね。さあ、森美はチュンリー戦。
I always pursue the win. Ibuki is solid mid. It's not even low mid. She is just clean mid. She has 5 halves against almost the whole cast. Ibuki has perfect balance. The only matchup she loses is Chun-Li.
さあ、どうなる？お
And maybe on. There's no such thing as a disrespectful DP.
おっと走りに大キックが置いてある。
走りの
自言系まで画面端これでかい。いいやつきながら。
Ibuki Oro is probably even. And if it's not even, it's like 5.5 Oro's favor.
出し見えてますね。
見えてますね。
あの大勢
There are little things about Oro that make him annoying for Ibuki to fight, and little things about Ibuki that make her annoying for Oro to fight.
さあ、森美、ここは
Both of them almost counterpick each other, but they balance out.
言いたい。
Oro's damage potential is a lot higher though. Ibuki's somewhat better in footsies, but not way better in footsies. That's probably what he said because it's true.
寄ってる。寄ってた。
先鋒戦は
さあ、徳倉喜んで
ザモン
ます。
スターのケンチュンリー。
徳倉喜んでます。
徳から喜んでます。剣がいなくなって徳から喜んでます。
順番来なくてよかったと。徳ちゃん何やってんのだよ、ほんと。
そして技法は中堅どちらが出るのか。
比嘉さんと
メスターさん。
さあどっち？
比嘉さん来ましたね。
俺もね、来るかと思った。
あ
比嘉さん
そう。
はね、やっぱりね、チュンリー
確かにチュンリーで
ね、
強いんですよね。チュンリーで比嘉さんは。
Yeah, T-Bar or Ibuki Super 3 would be good.
あー、チュンリー戦の
People would probably pick it a lot.
大攻撃押し込んでいく。
マジか。ぐいぐい来ますね。大テーマと投げ。
This is Higa.
百列ゲージされていく。
さあ、これはうまい。
I really want to keep watching, but also I need to go to work.
ケイさんうまく処理する。
I gotta leave after this match.
当たらない。
まあ、けど、食うぐらいとかもある
空
から。
ぐらいがあるんでね、なかなかヒット確認も難しいんですよ。というか出さない方がいい。
あ
Super 3 is so much easier to land than her other supers.
ー、
Super 1 has a nice mix up with the throw, though.
じっくりじっくり。さあ、だけど体力が苦しくなってきた。ここで。
うわー、ナイス。今のバックジャンプ大体。おっと分からない。もうほとんど最後の5秒。
ただ削り圏内まで行けば、行ったか近くで当たれば。
削りがある分、これは
あーちゃーおー、ガード間に合った。
若干締め切りが
お
スライディングをいた。
あ
やはりね、この削りがありますので、
そうですね。
近づかなきゃいけないところに。
削ってくる読みで走ってった
支えがあ
ら、
りますね。
スライディング。
なんかちょっとハイジャンプかすみがここでゲージ入っていく。はかないで。
あえて。
I really like the look of the combo,
で削って体力
like Jab Strong Fierce or whatever, into hard Simuji.
これです
これ
ね。
ですよ。
Ooh, he's going for the full parry. That's more meter.
第一
He got extra meter for doing more parries. He also got a jump in punish instead of a regular punish. That's pretty sexy. Hard Simuji into Super 3 looks really, really cool.
破産手。
おー、昇竜拳。ここは暴れてって。
The Super was to make it safer, but it actually worked, so it didn't do anything.
これは投げ覚醒するんですよね、確か。
確かですね。ただお互いゲージはほとんど2本1本。
ちょっと深かったね。
リップから EX 内ジャンプ初級投げ入る。画面端攻めていく。
Safe Ride is so good.
今しゃがんでチリくらいだ。
マジか。
各レバン褒めくれから踏み
The thing is, Simuji into Super was really good in Second Impact, but in Third Strike it's forgotten because you can't cancel into Super 1 because it's an air super. and Super 2 is like a grab, so canceling into that. You can actually cancel EX Sumuji into Super, but that's literally impossible because they removed the Super that you would go into. That's actually really funny. That's like a fucking little funny piece of trivia about Third Strike, is that Ibuki's EX Sumuji cancels the Super, but it won't work into Super 1 because it's an air Super, and it won't work into 2 or 3 because they're both 1 bar, so you can't use EX into Super. But in Second Impact, you could do EX Sumuji and then cancel into her old Super, which was 2 bars and was grounded. Now that Super's gone. That's the only change in Super, like, at all, in Third Strike. I mean, in Street Fighter 3. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Later, guys.